Syria's diplomatic comeback is unfolding at a pace few expected. Once politically isolated, the country is now navigating new tracks with the Arab states, the United Nations and the United States, each offering opportunity, pressure or both. At the United Nations, officials say Syria's reintegration will depend on political stability and investment big enough to match the scale of a nation trying to rebuild itself.
To achieve this will require more support from the region and the wider international community, and sustained sanctions and export control relief, reassurances to banks and companies, and an accelerated path of domestic reforms. It also, of course, requires political stability.
That stability is now being tested on the world stage, especially after Washington moved to ease sanctions following a high-profile visit to the White House.
As you know, the leader of Syria was just here. We had a great meeting, and he's a strong guy, and I guess you need a strong person to run it. And I think Syria's made tremendous progress. We did lift the sanctions at the request of the Crown Prince. Also, the president of Turkey, Erdogan, called me specifically. He said, you know, if you don't lift the sanctions, Syria doesn't have a chance. If you do, they have a very good chance. And between the two of them and some others, I lifted the sanctions. And the results so far have been pretty good.
But experts warn this diplomatic momentum still faces a legal barrier. U.S. sanctions remain on the books, suspended but not removed.
The law is still in place. The law cannot be repealed unless Congress votes and unless it goes through the congressional process, which is going to take some time.
Across the Arab world and in Turkey, the message is clear. Syria's return strengthens the region, and the region wants a stable partner.
The single message is that we stand by the brotherly Syrian people in this historic phase to rebuild their homeland on the foundations that preserve its security, stability, sovereignty and unity, and fulfill the rights of its people to a secure, free, stable and dignified life on their land.
For Damascus, these shifts go beyond diplomacy. They signal the beginning of a new political chapter, one where foreign policy, investment and regional alliances could define Syria's future, as much as anything happening at home. Hilal Uzun, TRT World.